Hey, hey! Can you believe it? It's already year 3! Wow, this year is flown by. And if you've been following my social media, you probably know that most of it was taken up by the move and packing up my whole life into boxes and, going somewhere else pretty much took over my schedule. But creativity thrives in chaos, right? I'll be honest though, the move really put a pause on a lot of my big plans. Studio videos? Well, yeah, those were on hold because the studio for most of the year was just a pile of boxes in the corner. But on the bright side, it's all part of building something better. While my studio was living its best life as a storage unit, I kept the channel going with shorts and live performance videos. More on that soon, but let's just say my phone and I got a lot closer this year. So I am looking forward to the exciting things I'm going to get to do with my new space. And here, I'll show you a little bit. And here you go. Nothing but a big room of storage right now. Boxes, boxes, boxes. Well, eventually though it will be an actual studio and we will be able to make some music here. But trust me, when the studio is finally ready, it is going to be epic! So with that, let's move on to what you guys probably are here for, the annual progress report. If you may have noticed this year on the channel, there hasn't been any studio videos. Mainly that's because of the move. But also because I've been doing a lot of things live instead. We had 2 recital videos, and I was asked to sing the national anthem at multiple events this year. Which, for my non-American friends, that's a tradition to do that before the start of especially a sporting event. So let's dig into some of these and see what they can show us. Alright, so the first recital song we did on a time crunch. And I only met the lady doing the accompaniment that morning. So that was the challenge for that one. In that case, I picked a song that was a little more in my easier range, so I wasn't trying to do any extreme vocal stuff to try to catch up with it. There's such a full heart beating so fast in search of new dreams, a love that will last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart. Yeah, it was all right. You can still tell I had some spots that needed some work. I'll paint you mornings of gold. We'll just wing it. Figure it out as we went and have fun with that. Makes no sense at all. For not having any time to prepare on that one, that was a new experience. All right, the second recital song was Amarili, which was a challenge from my teacher. I've been enjoying doing a lot of pop, rock, country, R&B, whatever else genres of songs. She wanted me to try opera, because why not, right? And so that was my challenge piece of the year. And again, there were some areas that worked, some areas that didn't. Things that I know I can work on going forward. So in between each of these recital videos, I also had the opportunity to sing the national anthem at several different events. And that was fun because it threw me into a new situation where we had a crowd expecting a good show versus, at a recital where they know you're going to make a mistake because you're learning. So new pressures, new chances to learn how to deal with nerves. And you can actually see, if you go through the videos, how I learned the song as we went through the year. Learned what techniques worked better, what key was best, things like that. So what I'm going to do is kind of give you a mashup clip so you can kind of see a quick progress through this song. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Another thing that you may have noticed on the channel was that we now have shorts. Now these were all just recorded on my phone, simple, really quick, no editing other than the built-in reverb. Just a chance to test out different songs and see if they work with my voice or if I need to learn some new techniques to reach them and things like that. I would love if you'd go back and check out some of them if you haven't already, comment on them and let me know, do you like the song? Is it one that you think I should do eventually? And, you know, which ones don't work, because not everything's going to fit every voice. So that's part of the whole process, is learning and figuring out which choices to make. And finally, we got to do it. The same song we've been doing every year, just as a comparison between years. And this year, I noticed the difference is I'm actually able to be more consistent on mixed voice now. And so give you that as a comparison. Feel free to go back and listen to the previous ones or however you choose to do it. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. So moving on to music production, I will say that this year my biggest bottleneck has been this area. I have 3 projects in work, studio style videos, and all of them have been caught up in the production phase, trying to figure out sounds, mixes, things like that, finding the right instrument placement and everything. And I am learning a ton, but there is still a lot to go, and that's why it is taking so long to do a studio video right now. But I'm hoping that when they are done that they'll be a lot better than the previous year's worth of ones that I did. there's also a little extra stuff, you know, trying to learn a bit more on not just the computer, but also the instruments themselves. So taking a couple more lessons in electric guitar, trying to get up to speed on that a bit better than previously. I did play acoustic before, but just not as much, so. And a bit with keyboard, just to get the basics down, get to where I can use those a little better in the whole process, which will hopefully speed things up too. Now for the year to come. What's in store? Well, clearly building the studio is going to be a big part of it. I mean, this place is about as echoey as a cave right now. It's going to need a little work to make it a good recording space. But I'm excited about that and what that's going to mean for upcoming videos. Well, as for the next year, who knows what we're going to see. Obviously, I'm going to be working on setting up this area. Going to be working on trying to complete those studio videos that I have in work. And we'll continue on with the live stuff as well as the shorts. Feel free to suggest a song too if you want. I can do it on my phone pretty quickly, so that shouldn't be a problem. Moving isn't easy, but it's also a reminder that change is necessary for growth. And this year has been all about laying a foundation, both literally and creatively, for what's next. So while this chapter was all about setup, I'm excited to see what the next chapter will bring. And I'm hoping even a weird year like this might be an encouragement to you in your creative journey. That setbacks and delays and surprises can all be part of it. We all can learn from the chaos. We can be creative in the midst of it and just keep moving forward and coming up with new dreams and new things that you can do. And eventually you'll have a whole new thing you've built that you can launch off of to the even greater stuff. So I just wanted to say thank you for everyone for your support in this time of transition. It's been a little chaotic, but we're getting there, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's to come. Than anything else. And, oh yes. And kitties. But this has been like the biggest. Oh goodness, he just hairballed me. With an accompaniment, accompanist. I only meant the man, time is flying. I cannot talk today. Oh, and Leo wants to say hi. Say hi, Leo. Me, yes.